memories that I had with InterVarsity was when we went to fall conference. My first time winning fall conference was in fall of 2015, and it was my first time going. It was so amazing that I get to meet some other people there and just like feel connected with them, because we were all there for one specific reason, is to like know God. That year, I also recommitted my life back to Christ, and it was like just the best decision I ever made. And then in fall of 2016, I also witnessed two of my friends, Maya and Teresa, who also committed their lives to God, and which is the best part of being a leader, is because you have to get to see them grow as in their faith.
I think there's something special about late nights, so right around 2 or 3 a.m. Whether we were at the after party, playing board games and playing ping pong, or even at 3 a.m. having some feels times and being open and vulnerable with each other, those are some of my favorite times. But besides that, the conferences have really been amazing. In particular, Chapter Focus Week, you guys should all go if you haven't decided yet. It's really a special moment, I think, for a lot of people here in InterVarsity, and I don't think I've ever seen or had another time where there's been greater spiritual growth and community building.
My favorite times in InterVarsity have definitely been like being at conferences, and especially going to Chapter Focus Week. These are the times when I felt like my relationship with God and with other people in the chapter have really grown a lot, and they got a lot deeper, and I learned a lot, and it just made me want to pursue mission more after those kinds of conferences.
God has opened my eyes and my heart. I am a really reserved person. I don't really talk to a lot of people, especially about my faith, but that totally changed. I became a leader in InterVarsity, and I could just see and hear God, what He wants me to change on campus and what He wanted me to do and focus on here on campus. And so I am able to like open up and just talk to people about my faith, talk to people about their faith, and just connect with them by that way.
So as a freshman, a lot of my purpose revolved around trying to be a good person, and I knew a lot about God. I knew His rules and what I was supposed to do. However, around fall conference, my freshman year, I had a bit of a shift in perspective. My purpose shifted from somebody who was just trying to get along and be a good person to an image bearer of Christ and an advocate for the gospel.
Since my time in college, I've definitely been transformed in my love for God's Word. I learned how to study it, and through that I was able to learn how to love God more because I was reading what He was saying. It's really transformed my life and how I treat others and interact with people on a daily basis.
My advice for the chapter is to go to all the conferences that are available for you to go. There are so many things that you can learn and grow on. So use that knowledge to see the people around you, the community and the campus, and see what you can change it to God's way.
My biggest advice for those of you still on your college journey is to get out and try stuff. So initially I thought yoga was kind of weird. I thought it was for girls and only crazy people did it. And now I've got the best downward dog you've ever seen. So if you are, for example, afraid to pray out loud, go to a prayer meeting and volunteer to open. If you don't like to sports with strangers and you think that's kind of uncomfortable, get out to the volleyball court and serve first. And if you are scared to share your faith, get in front of an epic and share your testimony with everybody. I've had the opportunity to hold a lot of different belts in InterVarsity, and even for those that I didn't like and were uncomfortable, I'm glad I made the choice to go out and try it.
My advice for all of you would be to use your time wisely in college. Don't waste your time. 4 years goes by way faster than you would think, and you can make a really big impact in those 4 years. So that would mean like reach out to your floor, get to know people, share your faith, be bold, deepen your relationships with people, get involved in the community. These are things that I've never regretted doing, and I wish I could have even done more.
So after graduation, I will be working in Milwaukee as a staff accountant at Baker Tilly, and I will be starting it in June. So I just ask that you pray for me for this position, that it will go well and smoothly as I enter into working, as well as just pray for me to look for community around in Milwaukee, and so I could still spread God's word and still grow in my faith.
As many of you know, I will be getting married in the summer, which is equally exciting and scary. So prayers for both beforehand in the planning as well as afterwards as we try to figure out how to deal with each other would be wonderful. And secondarily, I would really like to find a good, solid Christian community, much like I found here at Whitewater as I move on. So prayers for that and being able to locate and invest in another community would be awesome.
What's next for me? In the fall, I'll be doing my student teaching. I don't really know where that is yet. I might know in July. We'll see. And for prayer, you can just be praying that I can find a community to be a part of. It's really important, and I am nervous that I won't be able to find a community as good as this one.